Layups like this, they don't come around too often. So I'm going to need y'all to take advantage and drive straight to the basket. Let me read some names on this list to you real quick. Stephon Diggs, okay, we're kind of familiar with him. Good receiver, he got hurt last year. Okay. Keenan Allen, Chris Godwin, Amari Cooper, Brandon Cooks, Hollywood Brown, okay, Hollywood, Darius Slayton, DeAndre Hopkins, Elijah Moore, Juju Smith-Schuster. You tried for him a couple years back, that didn't work out. Josh Palmer, Mike Williams, Van Jefferson. Look, those names on that list are cool, and there are some that could even definitely help out the Baltimore Ravens, but a name that literally just got added to that list is Devante Adams. And look, like, this could be your big forgiveness for Devante Adams for trolling all of us last year. I ain't forget, because we remember when it first came out, Devante Adams, he looking to get traded. Devante Adams gonna get traded, and guess what he put on his Instagram story? Edgar Allan Poe. Now, I know there were some people that say, he's originally from New York. That's Devante Adams saying that he's going to the New York Jets or the Giants. And it was like, we knew he loves Aaron Rodgers. We know that's his guy. That's his ride-or-die QB. That's his man's. And I get that, respected. But if you ask anybody, especially anybody affiliated with NFL, anybody that knows a little thing or two about poetry, what team is Edgar Allan Poe affiliated with? They're going to point you directly to the Baltimore Ravens because, well, y'all know. But so he trolled us last year because he ain't come nowhere close to the Baltimore Ravens. But right here, right now, this is such a perfect setup, and I'm going to tell you a bunch of reasons exactly why. Team, keep it clean. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn the notifications on so you can stay up to date with everything going down with the Baltimore Ravens, and leave a like on the video. I love y'all. Let's get straight into it. So, Devante Adams, man, I remember last year, I was thinking about it, Devante Adams, he got so much of us hyped with that Instagram story. I was like, okay, could it be? And then it ended up not being. He went over there to a losing team to go be with a coach that had just got fired, a QB that just was throwing people under the bus, but Aaron Rodgers always do that, in a situation where they just did nothing but lose. Nothing but lose. They were losers over there. I mean, on his way out from the Raiders, he did end up beating the Baltimore Ravens, and he went off on us, but I thought that he was just putting on some audition tape for us to let us know, hey, Ravens, I still got it. Come get me. Come save me. But it is what it is. So now, going into this offseason, like, Devante Adams can still play. Is he the Devante Adams of old? No, he's not. But is it Devante Adams that can still ball? Yes, he certainly is. Now, get this. With Devante Adams, wide receiver, Ravens are in a good situation for this. Wide receiver is not even your biggest need right now. It's not. In my opinion, Ravens' biggest need right now is offensive line because nothing official has come out with Ronnie Stanley yet. We're still waiting on it. And then they're going to have question marks at the guard position. So we'll see what happens with those. But offensive line is your biggest need, in my opinion. Then there's cornerback and whatnot. Anyway, Devante Adams could come into this situation as a 1C receiver. Because get this, and I know a lot of people say, we use a lot of 2 tight end sets. Those ain't got to go nowhere. But one thing that we have seen with these Baltimore Ravens and their wide receiver, stay ready. So what? You ain't got to get ready. We saw it. Ravens tried to do this last year when they traded for Deontay Thompson. Because with Deontay Thompson, he was a receiver, established receiver, had been around the league and whatnot, and we already had Rashad Bateman. We already had Zay Flowers. Why trade for a third wide receiver? Why bring in another wide receiver? Well, Ravens knew something. Ravens were like, you know what? Let's try to get ahead of everything now rather than later. And we'll have to wait until something happens. Because they did that. And what happened? Rashad Bateman, he ended up getting hurt in the Eagles game. And Deontay Johnson, he refused to go, but y'all know the rest of that story. But anyway, if Ravens got a Devante Adams right now, you would have a 1A, a 1B, and a 1C receiver. You have 3 number 1 guys. You're expected, well, not necessarily expected, but a lot of people believe that Mark Andrews is on his way out. So you had a lot of packages and whatnot where you use Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely on the field at the same time. You bring in a Devante Adams, different position now, because he's not a tight end, and Mark Andrews is not a wide receiver, but you bring in a Devante Adams, and he essentially, and again, I know it's different formations, different sets, and I get that, but you bring in a Devante Adams, and he essentially takes over that spot because instead of having Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely on the field with Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman, you could have Isaiah Likely still. You could still have Rashad, but you could still have Zay Flowers. But then you could have Devante Adams as well. Now, something that we've been saying all offseason, that the Baltimore Ravens, they need a deep threat receiver. That receiver that's going to open up the offense that much more. Now, is Devante Adams a deep threat receiver? Not necessarily, but he is good at contested catches. He's a good route runner. He's a really good route runner. So that's what Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman are as well. But the contested catches, that's where he comes into play. Now, he can make some plays downfield too. But hey, so can Rashad Bateman. So can Zay Flowers. But when it comes to the jump ball, Devante Adams, he can give you that as well. So he could help open up the offense. And I was thinking about it the other day. What a Devante Adams, with him being such a good route runner. Like, the Ravens offense, they already give defenses fits. They already drive defenses crazy as is. Imagine if you got Zay Flowers, a route runner, crazy route runner. Imagine if you got Rashad Bateman, a route runner, crazy route runner. Then you add Devante Adams to that too. It's like cornerbacks and safeties got to run around. It's like they chasing a bunch of little kids on the field. A bunch of little annoying kids just running around like crazy. That will give defenses even more headaches. Oh, and did I forget to mention Isaiah Likely too? Did I forget to mention Derrick Henry as well? Did I forget to mention our guy Justice? Did I forget to mention Lamar Jackson? Should have been a 3-time MVP. But anyway, another conversation for another day. With Devante Adams, he can already be sold on the offense, because before, when we would have conversations about wide receivers before, it would be like, oh man, like, hey, come be a winner. Come to the winning side. We haven't won no Super Bowl yet. We're still working on that, but come to the winning side. We know how to win over here. That's the biggest thing that we could sell a wide receiver on before. But it ain't just that anymore now, because now we're using wide receivers like crazy, because we're not only we've shown that we can run the ball, but we're passing that ball like crazy as well. So our offense this is crazy to say as a Ravens fan. Our offense is wide receiver friendly. Oh, I said it. Our offense is wide receiver friendly. It's great. It's obviously tight end friendly, right? But our offense is actually, it's pretty friendly to everybody when you think about it. It's running back friendly. It's tight end friendly. It's wide receiver. It is friendly to everybody. Wow. Look how far we've come. This is crazy. So you ain't got to sell them on that because it's already sold. It's already sold. Then this is the kicker. This is the part that benefits all of that benefits the Ravens, but we talked about a lot that benefits Devante Adams, not Deontay Johnson. Anyway, before, whenever we had conversations about Devante Adams, all right, Ravens got to give up second. Ravens got to give up a third and fourth. Ravens got to give up a fourth, fifth, sixth. Ravens got to give up this, that, and the third. Ravens got to, how you going to take on his salary? How you going to fit him under the cap? Devante Adams, the Jets are releasing Devante Adams, so you can come up with your own terms. You ain't got to depend on the previous contract that he had. No. You ain't got to worry about how many years he got left on his No. You ain't got to worry about how much guaranteed money, his salary, his roster bonus, his work. You ain't got to worry about none of that, because everything would be on your terms. Obviously, you got to agree to them, but everything is on your terms. So you can come up with a contract for Devante Adams yourself. You get to do that. And you know that's Raven style right there. That will benefit them a lot, because they can construct it in a way that works well for them. Obviously, got to work for Devante Adams too, but they can take care of that. And how many receivers are you currently paying right now? While Rashad Bateman is on his second, I can't even put it in quotation because it is his second contract, but it's very low. It's extremely reasonable. It's extremely, like, there's some deals where fans and media will talk, it's team friendly. No, Rashad Bateman, that is the definition of team friendly, because that boy's contract is like, it is team friendly for real. Zay Flowers is still on his rookie contract. Tez Walker, He'll be in the second year of his rookie deal and a 4th-round pick. So he ain't making no money. So he ain't paying no receivers yet. As far as tight ends, Mark Andrews is on the last year of his deal, but Mark Andrews might not even be there anymore next year. So with him leaving, you have another pass catcher that can find them soft spots in the zone, that can take it upfield if need be. You have another weapon that can come in and help out right away. And one thing that I've seen with Lamar Jackson I really appreciate, and it's such a huge step forward in just his maturation as an NFL quarterback, the chemistry, his ability to develop chemistry with people quickly. He's been developing chemistry quicker than ever nowadays. We seen it with Zay Flowers 2 years ago, his rookie year. Like, oh, this is a rookie Zay Flowers. Yeah, he's from South Florida too now. So that chemistry's already there. But on top of that, rookie coming in first seat, chemistry, boom, took off like that. Like that. Nelson Aguilar, somebody that didn't get a ton of playing time, but they will use him in a pinch. And the chemistry was like that. Rashad Bateman, they started off like that when Rashad Bateman was a rookie. That seemed like it was so long ago too. But they started off like that, then Rashad Bateman got hurt. Then they were back, and then Rashad got hurt, then Lamar got hurt. Then Rashad got hurt, then Lamar got hurt, and they were just off. But then last year, it's like, okay, they back. But then you would think, all right, Anthony Miller, practice squad wide receiver. Oh, he don't really get no first team reps and practice and whatnot. Season on the line. Entire season on the line. Lamar Jackson leads a potential game-tying drive. We know what happened at the end. Lamar Andrews with the drop. But Lamar Jackson leads a potential game-tying drive. Gets a touchdown to Isaiah Likely. Shout out to him. You saw that their chemistry too. But he leads that drive without a Rashad Bateman, without a Zay Flowers, with Anthony Miller, Tylan Wallace. Those are your receivers. Those are his receivers. And what did he do? Did he complain? No. Did he say, oh man, I ain't got my guy? No. He literally went right down the season on the line. Everything went right down the field with those guys. So imagine what he could do with his guys, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Isaiah Likely. Mark Andrews is an asterisk next to his name because we don't know. But if he added Devante Adams to that too, I don't know. You tell me, it just makes too much sense to me. Makes too much sense. Would the Baltimore Ravens make that move? I think they should. Why not? Why not? Especially if Mark Andrews is potentially on the way out. Especially because Devante Adams can still bring a lot to the table. Especially because whatever deal you would come up with would be on your own terms. Especially because you have built a bully on offense, but why not continue to build that bully? Why not continue to make that bully even better and make life even easier? And again, you've seen what Lamar Jackson did last year. Again, you see what this offense did last year. Not just Lamar, this offense. Imagine what they would do with an upgrade to their pass catchers. Even, again, potentially losing Mark Andrews. That would be a tough loss. But adding a Devante Adams to that. And you still have a lot of other guys there in the mix too. Just imagine. This thing could work out so well for the Baltimore Ravens. This thing could work out so well for Devante Adams. And this could make both sides happy and both sides so much better. In the short term, in the long term, that's to be determined. But why not go for it?